Good morning. Hi, I'm Professor Fernandez, and I will be your English professor for English 1301 for the next eight weeks. And I'm really excited that you're here, and I'm super excited that we're going to get started today. I'm doing this quick video just so you see and understand how the class functions in the actual online website. Now, you may hear this website being called lots of things. You may hear it being called an LMS. You may hear it being called D2L or Brightspace or a combination of all three, but it's all the same thing. It's the website that you go to do your coursework. I want to run you through it because if you've never done it before, or if this is your first online class, it can be overwhelming and a little bit complicated. So I try to streamline the process as much as I possibly could, so that way you're able to get to your coursework as soon as possible. Usually in a semester, a longer semester, about 16 weeks. It takes a little bit to get used to the learning management system. However, since we only have 8 weeks, it is imperative that you guys hit the ground running with this thing. So let's get started. I'm going to screen share here and I'm going to run you through some things. Okay, so let's get started here. On the screen, you should see what your actual class will look like. It will look similar to this. And what you'll have here is this is what you look like once you sign into the actual course. Right now, it looks blank because I need to create an announcement. And guess what? I'm creating the announcement right now. So every week, I mark the week with an announcement. So on Monday at 9 a.m.-ish, when the modules open or when your new week begins, you will have a brand new announcement here, and it will tell you what week that we're on and anything pertinent that you will need to know, like if I've extended a deadline or how things are going as far as grading things, if there's any changes, any information that you need to know that would be useful for you and useful to your coursework. So I'll put it here on announcements. Excuse me, and that's very important that you read the announcement every single week, okay? Outside of an announcement, I will be sending you emails. So I try to keep the announcements pretty, not pretty bare, but pretty streamlined to one thing. And then everything else I email to you. And how you check your email is right here with this little box right here. You'll know you have an email because there'll be a red dot right there. There is a way to connect your email on D2L to any email, including your Gmail or your Yahoo account. And if you're interested in that, I can post that here in the course. You're probably wondering, well, that should be my school email, right? No, it is not your school email. You actually have two emails. You have a school email that ends in my.lonestar.edu. This is the email you probably use to log into your class. And then you have another email that's specifically and just for D2L, which is which is what I was talking about. This little button here that looks like an envelope, an old school envelope, that's where you get your email from. I will be emailing you from D2L. This is where it will happen. I have my D2L email set to forward to my Lone Star account. So if you email me, it usually emails me to my Lone Star account. So that way I can just get things quicker. And then I'll probably email you back from that, back from my email, from my Lone Star email, which will go back to your D2L email. Sounds a little bit confusing, but the big thing is you have two emails. So you definitely want to keep track of the announcements and the emails. Now, here's where you want to learn and understand a couple things. One, this is actually the teacher view. And And I have it in teacher view because I want to open up some things. The student view doesn't have this thing called course management. It has everything else but course management, which is fine. For our purposes today, we don't need to use that at all. So when you open up your class, where you want to go is go to content. And that's pretty much where you're going to hang out for most of the class. You also have grades, which you can check your grades at any time. Your grades are always open. I don't hide anything. The grade book has pretty much everything that we're going to do for the semester there. So that's another checklist to see where we are in the semester. Course activities and collaboration have lots of stuff and bells and whistles, and you really don't have to touch that much this semester because everything is in content. So I really wouldn't touch course activities or collaboration until I tell you to do so, because everything is in content, because I wanted to streamline everything, right? So let's go ahead and click content, which is where you'll find the entire course. And as we click on content, we have all this stuff, more stuff pops up. So what you really want to focus on here is on the left-hand side. And the left-hand side is where everything is for the course. See how it is? You have the Start Here folder, the syllabus, the references, the book, the little seagull book, and inquisitive, the office hours, and everything you need. Plus you have the modules and they have dates on them. So let me go through everything so you know what I'm talking about. So when you log on here for the first time, you're gonna click on the Start Here. It says Start Here, Start Here, Start Here. You're gonna click on that because that's what it's asking you to do. It's asking you to start here first. And here is where you have some basic information. Talks about the news section or the announcement section. It tells you how to connect your D2L email with your email, so you know how to do that. It has a video that walks you through it. It also has how to format your essays, which is really important since we're gonna format our essays in MLA, and this quick video that shows you how to do so. It also tells you to download the book. The book for this course, we have actually two books for this course. One book is the Little Seagull Handbook that you can buy as an ebook directly from the publisher or directly from anyone else. There is a link where you can get it directly from the publisher in our courses, but you can get it from anywhere if you would like. We particularly use the ebook in this class, but you can use the hard copy if you would like as well. So if you get the ebook comes with something called Inquisitive, and Inquisitive is well, it's not a software. You don't download anything. So it's more like a website that helps you practice grammar exercises. And we'll be using that a lot during the semester. So package deal as of right now, fall 2020, to get a Little Seagull Handbook and to get Inquisitive packaged together online, it's $15, 15. So you have that book that's required for this course, and there's a link to get to it. Of course, you can go to the bookstore if you need to. You can get it in any format you want. I have the most streamlined version as possible, right? Because we only have 8 weeks. And then you have the Rhetoric and Composition book, which is 100% free. You can actually click on that and download it onto your desktop. So you have it handy. So you have all that. And also gives you some tips here on what to do. All right, so that is the Start Here. Of course, you have the syllabus here, and the syllabus, you can click on it and it gives you all the rules and regulations and the course policies. And I will let you read through that as well. The reference folder here is super important here because it's things that you're probably going to want to come back to time and time again, like a reference, right? So it has, of course, who I am, has a welcome, who I am and what I do and how I came to be. So if you want to learn a little bit about me, here's the video. And then it has the library resources and the writing lab, which is super important because you're going to be writing essays and you're going to want help to write those essays. And the writing lab is super helpful. They're filled with writing tutors that will help you write your essays. Now, this is fall 2020, and this class is being taught through Process Tech. So if you are a Process Tech student, you're in luck. You can use the Kingwood campus resources, or you can use the Atascocita campus resources. And I have them both listed here. So you have an option of going on campus to the Learning Commons at Kingwood through appointment only. You can still do online appointments where you're on a Zoom or a WebEx, just like we're doing here. And you can do the same thing at Atascocita. And that information is here outlined for you. And so this is definitely a part of the reference folder that you will definitely be coming back to. It's something that you should keep in mind. Also in this folder, you have rubrics, how I'm actually going to grade everything. So if you open up the rubrics, you will see this is what I'm looking for in your essays. This is what I'm looking for in your discussion posts. Moving on, I do have another link for getting to the free ebook, the free one that we're going to use, which is called Rhetoric and Composition. And then here's the link to get into Little Seagull Handbook and to get into Inquisitive. Now, if you need to talk to me for any other reason, that perhaps you don't feel comfortable in email or you want a more immediate conversation, you can always schedule office hours. So I have an office hours folder and you click here. And scheduling office hours is really easy here. So you click here to schedule office hours and you get to schedule office hours wherever you can. And my office hours are Monday through Thursday from 1 to about 5 o'clock, 1:30 to about 5 o'clock, Monday through Thursday. I don't have office hours on Fridays or the weekends. So if you need to have a chance to talk to me, go ahead and schedule a time, and then it will send you a link to Zoom. It will put you on my calendar directly. And then on the day and time that we need to meet, you just click the link and we're there. Now there's some other things here to help you as well, like a time management module. So if you have problems with time management, here's a couple of resources for different types of time management. For procrastination, how to take your online class, how to take notes, how to study, and other things that could be helpful. So definitely read that at your leisure. Now, here's all the money stuff. So under all that starts your modules. And what modules are really their folders or just units that just hold information. And each module begins on a Monday and it's due the following Monday at 9 o'clock. So it goes from Monday 9 a.m. to Monday 9 a.m. So you get a full week to do the work here. And so let's take a look at your first module here. You'll click on it and then you'll see right under it, see how it kind of indents here? You have a list of things that need to be due for that week. So every module has an introduction. So you may want to read the introduction. Some have videos. As you can tell, I'm a video heavy person. And you'll want to read through it because it kind of introduces the section or the module, tells you what we're going to work on, what are the objectives that we are working on, some of the activities, and about the estimated time it should take you to finish things. It may take you 2 to 4 hours. It may take you 6 hours. It takes as long as it takes. But I want to give you just a little bit of grounding just to tell you about this long it should take you. And so every module has a checklist. So let me click on week 1 checklist. So the checklist here, let me click on this, and it should open in another window, which it does. The checklist tells you exactly what you need to do for that week. So there is no guessing of what's due when it's due. So you have, there it is. You have all the things here that are due in a checklist format. And you can just print this out or save it on your desktop and check things off as you need. Every module has a checklist. So let's go back here to your week 1 work. And that's pretty much the module. Everything has a thing, or everything has a checklist. Every module has at least one discussion board, and I've tried to streamline it to only one discussion board, which is graded. It'll have a quiz or 2 in it, and that's usually a grammar quiz. And of course, there will be inquisitive work for each one as well. So you'll have all this stuff to do. And of course, at the end of the week, there's something called the end of the week check-in. This is another tool for you to use to contact me. If you're thinking, it's Sunday night, email may not work right now because she doesn't answer emails on the weekends. Let me go ahead and submit an end of the week check-in. And you should do this after every week anyway. And that just kind of checks in to see how the module is working, if you understood everything, if you didn't understand everything, what more I can do to help you. And I check those every week. And so if I see there's something wrong, if I start seeing a pattern, I will check in with you, which is the whole reason for this. I'll check in with you. I'll send you an email just to see how things are going and see how else I can help you through the course. And that's it. That's pretty much everything. You're probably wondering when your essays are due, and there's a couple of ways to figure out when things are due. So if you click on your syllabus, the syllabus has the long list of everything that we're doing in the course and when things are due. All your papers are highlighted in yellow. So you have that. Let me go into week 2 so you can see a little bit. In the checklist, you will get kind of a heads up of when things are due. So you don't get it in week 1, but you do get it in week 2. So your first essay is in week 2. It's not due in week 2. So let me show you what I mean as soon as this comes up. So of course, this is week 2. This is everything you have to do for week 2. And it says here, write your memoir essay, and it tells you when it's due. It's due November 9th, okay? So you have some time, but I also give you a heads up of when it's due. In addition to that, in the particular module, again, you won't get it in module 1, but you will get it in module 2. You'll have the assignment sheet, and every essay has an assignment sheet, which tells you what to do. So you have here the due date for the Dropbox and everything. But you can also see the due date right here on the Dropbox. See how it says November 9th, 9 a.m.? So there's 3 ways to find out when your essays are due. So you are always completely in the loop. Nothing is a surprise. Everything has been pre-listed. All right, let me know if you have any questions. I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to reading your work, and have a great day. Bye.